the work that you want to do, there are three things that are absolutely essential, and they're lessons that we've learned at One Young World over and over again. So I know for 10 years, we know that these are right. So first thing is, decide what it is that you're doing. If you're doing good works to help other people, just approach it the way you would any business challenge. What is it that you're trying to do? Focus on it and decide. And once you've decided, let's say it's towards one of the Sustainable Development Goals. Most things that are good are. Focus on that thing. People will say to you, oh, but what about the so-and-so? What about the such and such? What about these? What about that? You cannot do everything. Nobody can. So this focus point is critical. Then you look to say, how big do you want that effort to be? Do you want to change your community, your city, your nation, the world that you live in, the industry that you work in, the education sector that you work in? How big do you want it to be? Because one thing's for sure, if you're starting from scratch or from a small base, if you really want to do what the tech guys call scale, you are going to need partnerships. That is just a fact. As much as you may be an independent entrepreneur or person working in the charity sector, you want to do it all yourself, you want to make a name for yourself, which is also a good thing, and there's no reason you shouldn't. You need partnership. So what we mean by partnerships is, and what I would recommend you do, look around for the biggest and the best businesses, governments, organizations doing what you are trying to do at scale. And maybe your thing is a better way, a smarter, a quicker way. But if you go to that bigger partner who's doing what you want or achieving the result you want at scale, you could turn their work into something that multiplies and really accelerates. But when you go to partnership, you really do get to go further. That saying of, if you want to go further, go with somebody, is absolutely true. So those would be my recommendations to you in whatever you're doing. Decide what you're doing and focus. Look at where your scale is going to come from. Sort out your partnership, and the other thing being, you've got to talk about it. You must post on your social media. You must get out there and network. Tell us at One Young World, for example, you must talk about what you're doing. Everybody needs to know, and that helps too. And it'll drive you to more partnerships and maybe even bigger and better ones.